Mortified by the fact that I had fallen into a trap. It was a very skillful trap, but it was a trap nonetheless, and it was a meeting which I thought was private. It was a similar meeting to those which I've held with 4 or 5 other approaches that have been made to me, not about what I do now, but about what I do when I finish as a Member of Parliament. But that's how I felt. But I also want to emphasise that in the 36 years in which I've been a Member of Parliament, I've acted with complete probity and, I believe, integrity as well, and I shall continue to do that in the future. And so far as my outside activities during the period as a Member of Parliament are concerned, there's been the fullest and most thorough declarations of all of those.
I don't think anyone would dispute that you've had a very eminent career, but it's a terrible way to end it, really, isn't it?
Well, having this kind of implication around is something that I could have done without, to put it at its least. What I hang on to is the fact that not even Channel 4 can make allegations that I have broken rules or broken the ethic of Parliament. I've always placed the interests of my constituents right as my first priority, and alongside that comes a love of Parliament. This was not the way in which I expected to be spending my last few weeks in Parliament, but I've done nothing wrong. I think quite a lot of people think I've done quite a lot right. I fought very hard for my constituency, and this was simply about what I might do when I finished. It was an elaborate, very clever deception that was set up, and in the end, if the confidence trick is elaborate enough, it might work.
Because you've been in politics so long, you know how it works, and we're coming up to a general election, and this will be a thorn in the side of the Labour Party. Would it not be easier to resign now?
Well, certainly not. I mean, what I've done is, I think, what's appropriate. If I'd done something wrong, it would have been appropriate to resign. I've done absolutely nothing wrong at all. What I have done is referred myself to the Parliamentary Commissioner for Standards, and not least because of the position I was taking 5 years ago, I have ensured that I withdraw formally and voluntarily from the Parliamentary Labour Party, from the Whip. But I continue to follow the Whip, and I'll do everything I possibly can to support the Labour Party and Ed Miliband for a victory on the 7th of May.